Once again, make sure you guys join the groups if you have not already. Find a place to call home. If you are doing boots on the ground, strongly suggest that you join Meltology Boots on the Ground, ran by Mark. It's his group. The Bloodhound, Boots on the Ground Bloodhound. Had some incredible footage yesterday for us. Check it out. Go back and look at the video, watch it. Great stuff on there. Dedicated to his Boots on the Ground, dedicated to Meltology. We had legends in the house. We had Yoakum. Great stuff from Yoakum. And of course we had Frukiss, Shapu, the one who got a lot of these groups started on Facebook. These Facebook groups. A lot of great groups came out of there, thriving. So great stuff. And then if you're new to Meltology, go to 101, Meltology 101. Get all the great stuff that we had to go through that took the last 3 years. You get it all confined and all simplified now. Meltology 101. Check it out. Good stuff. Good stuff in the truth community. Good stuff in the Meltology community. Look up and you see 30,000 people, combined groups, compared to less than 100 people a couple years ago. The word is getting out. The ball is rolling. It's getting bigger and bigger. It's one of those snowballs. It's just getting bigger and bigger. Now it's rolling by itself at a good speed. New people every day. Lots of new people every day. The word is getting out. It's spreading fast. It's hard to hide the truth. The truth has a way of keep poking its head up. Soil damage. All melted brick we're looking at. Severe damage. What's up, Alchemos? Brick love to you. I sent you a link earlier to the mindset. Sent it over there through that. If you can fly in, fly on in. If not, I understand. Ooh. Epic stuff going down in the groups. Fabulous evidence coming in. All right, Alchemos, putting out the fire. Man, someone reposted your folder up there, had 4,000 or 3,000 pics. I said, man, I can't do it. I can't do that right now. This dude's on fire, man. He's just throwing them out there. Ooh, man. And look at this here. We're going to break this one down. I wish you were in here to break this down, Alchemos, but you just keep putting this fire out, man. You need to come up here and explain yourself. You got some explaining to do. But let's look at this. I don't even know where to start. Let's just start over this side here, around the door jamb. You can see the brickwork going there, right? in the melt. We see this pattern all the time that they're calling natural formations. We see all the time the same brick line. The same brick line up here we see all the time. They're calling natural formation all over this realm. All these different countries calling it the same thing, but yet we know what it is because we see this. And anytime you see this texture here, you should know exactly what it is because we see it all the time. It's part of a building. You see the brickwork all through it, the little bits and pieces all through it. The skin is off here, but you can see the ghost through it, the ghost lines through it of the bricks. And of course here, the elephant in the room. Now there's people out there that would think that they actually purposely did this to put some brick here so people couldn't go in or whatever reason, but they can go in here. And this isn't a renovation. This is a dilapidated building. So this type of work you would never do because this serves no purpose whatsoever other than at one time this was a building that's now melted. And this is a big pocket right here to steal. Even the people who don't understand that these melted buildings are mountains or melted buildings, they know that this is brick. You couldn't convince them anything else other than this is brick. But understanding why it's here, this is great evidence. Stuff like this is great evidence because on a full scale, I mean, this is a doorway right here, probably 10 feet tall, scale to here. So we're 25, 30 feet high here. There's no reason to have brick like this other than this entire building was brick, which you can see through here. Great evidence, Alchemos. Yeah, this is great evidence. And this is what you see when you get into the melted community and you join the groups. You get to see stuff like this that you may not ever come across because we have so many different eyes out there that are paying attention and that are researching and that are bringing this stuff to the table. Look, it's scorched right here, cooked out. Great stuff. Alchemos has one of the greatest catalogs out there for Meltology. Very deep catalog and a lot of great stuff. He probably has the deepest out there. No joke around. He's deep. I mean, Shapu is deep, but Alchemos does things with thousands of folders, of pictures in a folder. I mean, like it's nothing. Went over there and did the what was that over there in Asia? That the Mustang. And like 400 pictures. It wasn't even done with it. It's killed it over there. Great stuff, Alchemos. And here we go with this structure like this. We see all the time in the old world, picking up the ether and free energy. This may have been added. Looks a little damaged down here, but it's a weird look to it. It's a little more new, but you never know. Definitely looks cooked, but they make stuff like this. But back here, cooked out, damaged bricks, cooked out. Oops. Oh well. We'll go here. This here, cooked out, melted. This leftover of whatever type of statue was here. It's part of the melt. See the brick lines going behind, all cooked out, dripping down. The A-frame up on top, melted down, cooked out. Viscosity holes, viscous. All right, and this is one of the ones that popped up on my computer. And right here, we see something's wrong right here. Look at all this shit right here. And then right here, you got this shit up in here and right up in here. You see little bits and pieces on your way up. The flaw of these little flaws cooked out, different frequency. Turning these bricks here to balloon rocking them. Trying to churn them up. Different heat differentials all throughout. Different stuff going on up here, popping out. And then down here is just cooked, blocked. Down here is a different frequency. Different pattern here than up here. And so on and so on. All being cooked out. Fervent heat. And the weight and pressure. And whatever atmospheric event was going on as well on the outside. Whether it be the sun, plasma, whatever. I don't know. I wasn't here. And if I was, it's something that I chose to forget. It was awful. Sky lit up and that God came out and said, you gonna get it. And everyone got it. But look at this. We know what it is because we see it all the time. No one builds like this. Huge block up here, small bricks in between. But we see this design, doesn't matter where you're at, we see this everywhere. You see it everywhere. The damage that was created from the X factor. Once again, in the middle of nowhere, you find the highest peak you can go, the hardest thing you can dig into, and you call it home. And you carve it out, and then you line it with bricks. It's kind of going backwards. If you know how to use this, you would never ever try to invent a pick to dig in here to build a bedroom. You just wouldn't do it. That would be one tool. You would say, nah, we're not ready for a pick. We just use a mortar and brick, and we go down here where it's flat and built. There's no need to go up in here, ever. And look at expanding out. You see the staining coming down, scorched out. Once again, you're not primitive if you know how to build with this. If you know how to make brick, you're not primitive. So you'd never, ever try to go in here. To this day, you wouldn't do that. Just wouldn't work. This is a lifetime journey to try to make a room 10 by 10. If you don't believe me, go out on the outside and just dig in the dirt and see how difficult it is when you get past a foot. See how difficult it is, and don't get no hard dirt. You start getting that dirt that's like clay, where it sticks to your shovel, shit, you just give up. It's too hard. It takes too long. That's why they have backhoes. Otherwise, there'd be a lot of bodies just laying around. No one's gonna dig it up. There'd be just to the surface. You see their lips sticking out the ground. Like, yeah, let them decompose. It's too deep. It's a lot of work. You don't dig in stuff like this when you build like this. Once again, this is damaged, melted, severely damaged, but we see the red brick survivors. Pocket of survival. Pocket of survival. They look stressed out. Most of these here. And look, once again, look what happened to the brick. Brick love to everyone out there. Hope everyone and their families are doing well. Yesterday, we heard a few people out there that have little problems with themselves or their family, and we just hope the best for them, and we hope you guys have a quick recovery